What's good, everybody? It's your boy Showtime. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Y'all already know what time it is. So, I want to give y'all a recap on what happened last night. Chicago Sky beat Minnesota Lynx, second preseason game, 74-69. I'm going to tell y'all what I was very impressed with. I'm going to tell y'all the good, I'm going to tell y'all the bad. But, man, I'm very impressed with what I'm seeing from Chicago Sky defensively. The perimeter defense, remarkable, what I've been watching. They're forcing teams to settle for long contested jumpers. That's exactly what you want your defense to do. You don't want your defense to give up straight line drives. You don't want your defense to give up backdoor cuts. And what I like about having Ariel Atkins and Vandersloot, this is why I was high on them once they got Courtney Vandersloot, Ariel Atkins. Some people, I know y'all want to Citron. I know y'all want Olivia Miles. Now look, pay attention how that went. Olivia Miles stayed in college, transferred to TCU. Sonny Citron, man, she looks great. I mean, phenomenal player. We all know that. But having a player like Ariel Atkins, a vet, um, former champion, perimeter all-star, all defense performer 5 times. Courtney Vandersloot, one of the greatest point guards WNBA history. Number 2 and 6 all time. Number one greatest point guard in Chicago Sky history. You know, she's number one in the franchise in assists, steals, and games played. You bring that back to a team that has Camila Cardoso and you got Angel Reese. Also, getting Kia Nurse, getting Rebecca Allen, shooting. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all something. People gotta understand this. You have to. It's not just It's not just all about big names. I'm looking at players. I'm looking at these players, right? Are they willing to sacrifice number one, and are they willing to do all the dirty work, do everything it takes to help their team win? I watched Ariel Atkins fight over screens, and I watched having Ariel Atkins, having Andrews Roma, having Camila Cardoso at the rim. How many team has that? How many team has that? I watch how they defend, they switching, they communicating. Boy, and this is the second preseason game. Wait till you get like game number 10. This defense is gonna look absolutely amazing. I'm sitting there thinking about it. I said, how many teams in the league have great perimeter defender, a roamer, and a rim protector? It's not too many. This team has a lot of potential. This team is going to be really good defensively. I think they're going to be top 3 defense. Offensively, I'm like Courtney Vandersloot. I look amazing, amazing point guard. I'm so glad they got Courtney Vandersloot. She's making Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso job so much more easy. And I like how they went straight to Cardoso. And look, y'all saw last night, Cardoso played with so much more energy. And she did a good job. She did a good job. A lot of people feel like she wasn't working hard enough to get the ball. Last night you saw her be very aggressive. She played with a lot of energy. I think previous game, they were still kind of like trying to figure out, okay, how we gonna look. It's our first game. But I'm watching her before the game with Courtney Paris, the assistant coach. She's actually the biggest coach, right? She works a lot. She's gonna be working a lot with Camila Cardoso. And I saw them working on some things, working hard, trying to get boom, like get to the rim. Like put the defender on your back, get the ball, be aggressive, put it on the floor, go up and finish. Like I thought she did a much better job last night. And she looked it really good. She finished the game with 10 points, 7 rebounds, got 2 blocks, 17 minutes. No real complaints there for the starters. Ariel Atkins. I like what I saw from the starters and from Ariel Atkins to Kia Nurse, Courtney Vandersloot, however. The bench has to improve. Having E Will come off the bench, that matters. Having E Will come off the bench. Most teams don't have a backup center. That's not going to be a huge drop off from Camilla to E Will. But now there's a significant drop off with every other position. As far as like the backup, okay, they have Michaela Underwear. She's been backing up Angel Reese. The problem with that is she can't rebound as well as Angel Reese and Cardoso. So she's more of a 3, but she's kind of like a tweener. But if you play power forward, you gotta have a specific skill set to play the 4. And I don't think she really has the skill set to play the 4, but she can play. She's big, but she can play the 4 against certain bigs that's on the court. It's going to be a little complicated for her to contribute off the bench at the 4 against some of these bigger teams because she doesn't rebound the ball as well. She does. She's more of a perimeter player than a player that plays on the block. You feel what I'm saying? HVL, shout out to HVL, man. I saw some good things. She's still just trying to figure out. You have to be patient with HVL. I think if you put her on the court with smarter players, more experienced players, she'll look a lot better. She only shot the ball, if I'm not mistaken. I'm seeing right here. She only shot the ball 3 times, 1 out of 3 from the field, 1 out of 2 from the 3. Rebecca Allen, I thought she came out of the bench. I would like to see Rebecca Allen slide her feet a lot more. Slide her feet and trust her length. I think it was a couple times I thought she made a couple of mistakes defensively. She could have played better. Rachel Banner and Mo Jefferson, that's my concern. My concern is the bench. If I'm Tyler Morris, I'm going to have at least Courtney Vandersloot or Ari Atkins playing with the second unit along with HVL, Rebecca Allen, Michaela Anywhere, and E. Will. You may have to have two starters playing with the second unit because the Chicago don't really have a great bench. And that's their weakness. That's what Chicago actually have a weakness. That's the issue is their bench. He's just gonna have to figure out a way to put the best lineups for the second unit. He can't sit all starters for this bench. This bench is not deep. Really, you can probably trust 1 or 2 players off this bench as of right now. Now, Becca Allen, I'll give you this maybe 3 because I like HVL, E. Will. Michaela's going to have good moments. She's going to have some bad moments. I think she's just still trying to figure out what kind of player she's going to be in this league. But for Chicago, I think what they got to do is Tyler Morris has to put together the best combination for when they go to the bench. You're going to have 2 starters, maybe 1 or 2 starters to play with the second unit, and I think you'll be okay.